Well, hello everyone. It's Maddie with SpectrumArtCreations.com. And guess what? I can't stop. If you are wondering what I am talking about, then you probably missed parts 1 and part 2. So I'll catch you up like in 10 seconds. How's that? So I started working with the beautiful 3/4 Designs Christmas collection, and we made a great storyboard. Then I couldn't stop, and so then I jumped on and I went ahead and made some Christmas cards. And then I realized I still can't stop. And so we are back for round 3. So if you've missed the other ones, they'll all be linked down below, and I'll also link them at the end. So stay tuned till the end because I have some information and some other stuff for you guys, including some giveaways and gift cards. But yeah, we're back because and all we've used, by the way, is the exact same 12 by 12 collection and the tuck and play pack. That's it. That's all we've used, and I just can't seem to stop making things. So now, guess what? We're going to be doing a scrapbooking layout, a 12 by 12 scrapbooking layout. So I hope you will join me for this super fun, very quick layout, but yet so pretty, perfect for the holidays. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, but I will be linking in product cards as we go along, just in case you guys have questions. If you want to see the full collection, what it all included, it is in video number 1, so you can go back and watch that. And then again, of course, if you want to purchase it, we do have it available, and you can craft along with me and make all of these beautiful projects and so much more, because there's still so much more left to the collection that I feel like continuing on. But at one point I have to say, okay, stop, because I got to move on to other projects, right? But it's hard because when you have a beautiful collection, you just want to keep going. But I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. And you won't forget to post them in the Facebook group because there's gift cards there too. So let's just jump right in. Ready? Let's go. Oh, before I jump in, I know what I forgot to mention. If you're wondering what these are, well, this is what we're going to be using for the most part to create. So as I'm crafting along, I'll explain them now so you know what I'm using. Again, in part 1 and 2, we've used some of the collection. So these are leftovers. For those of you who are crafting along, you'll recognize these leftovers from the pack or from what we have left. This is just a 4x6 to hold my photo card, kind of remind me my photo placement for the layout. It's just a piece of white cardstock. I've got one of the larger journaling cards from the Tuck and Play. We're going to be using this side, so all you have to do is cut that side. Of course, I always remind everyone, I'm giving you an idea, just like I was inspired by the folks at 3/4 Designs. Um, and then you just take it from there, right? You just change it up any which way you'd like. And then we have one of the punch outs from the, golly, we still have so much left. It's crazy. Like, we have tons and tons and tons left. But that is one of the punch outs from here, the presents. And then this is some remaining pieces from the cut apart, and then this is another one of these, I'm sure, but I still have so much more. We've got tons left. So like I said, it's kind of hard to stop because there's still so many beautiful items to work with. Okay, so you guys get an idea. Feel free to substitute for whatever you'd like. This is just an inspirational starting point, and then you go from there. All right, let's jump in.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Okay, I am done with my fussy cutting and punching out any of the little pre-cut uh, die cut pieces as well. And I'm going to show you here my layout. I'm going to deconstruct it one piece at a time so you guys can see what I've gotten from where in case you want to follow along with what I'm doing. So let's kind of go from the bottom up. Okay, so down here I have one of the white flowers and then I have the stack of gifts. Okay. Then above that, this is going to go actually more like here, kind of bridging the two, is going to be this poinsettia right here. And then down here, we've got, let me line them up. This one, then this one, then this one. And you can see how it kind of wraps around, right? Then that one, this one, this one. Bring them down some. This one, this one. I think we're out of room. It's a lot of flowers. And these two right here, okay? All right, now we remember the 4x6s that we had already cut. Now these 4x6s are going to get layered like this, okay? Something along those lines. And then our photo is going to kind of go in between the two, okay? Like this. Now, if you're wondering, are we just going to cover the snow globe? No, we are not. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to cut from here to here using our craft knife. So gather up your self-healing mat. Put these off to the side. I think you guys are already pretty familiar with those. Remember, you can always pause at any time and rewind. Okay. And you can start however you'd like. We know we're going to come to probably about here. So something like this, okay? And just take your time. You're going to grab your X-Acto knife, and I wish I had my other glasses. I just realized I'm wearing my not so good glasses. But that's okay, because that'll give you a really good example as to the fact that it's not, exactly difficult. Now, 3/4 design paper is nice and thick. That's why we love it, right? But by the same token, just remember that you want to take your time and apply a nice even pressure to it. You could also use your Stamperia ceramic knife if you're, a little bit, if you're afraid or maybe not as precise with this one. We can carry the Stamperia ceramic, and it's got a ceramic blade. Yeah, my hands are all full of gunk. Ceramic blade, which you hold as a pen, and for some people that is a little bit easier to cut with. So if you like that, we do have those in stock. We also have the gyro uh, paper cutter, so we have quite a few different ones in stock. The gyro is really good for like if you have to do a lot of like zigzags and that kind of thing. I use that mostly for that. I use that one, the ceramic, mostly for my washi. I love cutting out my washi pieces using that. I'm just kind of making sure I'm running my blade to make sure that I've cut all the way through, and I pretty much have. So once we've adhered these, because we got to ink them up and all that good stuff, once we've done that, those are going to get tucked in there, you see? Pretty neat. Okay, so what's next? Well, what's next is putting this away so I do not stab myself. And then after that, what is next is um, inking up our pieces. If you're inking, you might not be wanting to. You can distress the edges using your 10 volts paper distressor, which I am going to use for this one. I want this to have a softer look, a more vintage soft look, if you would, maybe a little shabby chic because of the colors. So I'm just going to make it pretty soft. Okay. And then once that is done, I'm going to obviously layer my elements. If you have extra flowers, like we had some extra flowers from the master board that I still have out, and I still have even some snowflakes. So if you still have anything like that that you want to use, by all means incorporate it. If you've got some nice twine, that's always beautiful. You know, you can do a little bow or maybe like a wraparound or something. That's always nice. And then of course, all your other beautiful elements, if you want to go ahead and emboss before you adhere any of these, you know, we can do splatters. Oh, I know what I forgot that we were gonna do, and we should have done that while we were fussy cutting so it could have dried. But thanks to you know, movie magic, we don't have to worry about it because I can let it sit and then come back to it. We need some of our, and then we're gonna come back also with some snow, right? So we're gonna do all kinds of stuff, but we're gonna use our stencil, knowing that really we're covering this area, right? Remember, these are going to come here. So don't want you to waste product unnecessarily. I mean, if you go a little overboard, it's going to be okay. Knowing that these are going to come here, right? We know we really don't need anything behind this. So I'm going to focus on this area, and some down here. Again, remember, we have flowers coming down this way, right? We're kind of doing that serpentine all the way up to this one, so we're connecting this so we can add some stars here, and then we'll just leave this nice and clean because this is a great spot as well as here to add your, you know, maybe 2024, which is the year we're in, or 2025, whatever year you're watching this and playing it back in here, you know, our Christmas, you know, blah blah, or baby's first Christmas, you know, our Christmas in the Swiss Alps or in Tennessee or wherever it is that you might be spending it, and whatever memories you want to capture. So I do love these two. Although they're going to look kind of blank when we're done, just keep in mind that that's what I'm leaving that for. It's just so I can write some notes later on for this layout. Okay, what are we using for this? If you've watched videos 1 and 2, you are already pretty familiar and loving, of course, the Glamour Paste from Stamperia. So we're going to use that again for our gorgeous stars because it is just beautiful looking. All right, let's continue listening to some music and crafting along.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, singing.
Okay, our our stars are done. So now we're going to bring in our snow. So again, if you've been watching this mini impromptu series, you have seen what we've been using all along. I'm going to get one of my Spectrum Art Creations palettes. I'm going to use this one because it's already quite dirty. And I'm going to be using my texture from SACsShipping, okay? And we're going to add some snow on here. Okay. A little goes a long, long way. And again, while that's drying, this will be drying, and then I will be inking up all of those other bits. And I'm just using the side of my palette knife. Again, we have already covered this in the other videos, but if you're kind of just jumping in halfway, I'll fill you in as to what I'm doing. I'm using the side of my palette knife. Okay, loading it, and then coming in and adding, oh, I see a little hair or something. Loading it on to my roofs. Oops. I'll show you one side of the roof so you get an idea. It is very dimensional, which is lovely. I'm going to do the other side. Got to remember those stars are there. Got to be careful. Okay. And then we're also going to add some snow. We can do some right down here on the ground because it has recently snowed. So we've got a nice blanket of snow happening here. And some over here, right by that window. And I'm purposely kind of picking it back up just to give it some peaks and texture. And then if we want to, you know what, we can do it with stickles. Let me show you what we're going to do. So again, we've got great texture. Now we've got snow with dimension. I wish I could show you the dimension. There we go. Is that better? Can you see it now? Great dimension on there. And then let's switch it up. Excuse me. Let me just clean this real quick. Okay. I'll just take that later and give it a good scrub. Although that one, I don't mind so much if it stays that way. I'm going to bring in some stickles. And I want to create almost like a frost on the side. So let me think. We've got icicles would be cool. It's actually called icicles. This one, no. Frosted lace. Okay, that sounds almost perfect, right? And here's what I want to do. I'm going to put some of this frosted lace on here. Uh-oh. Hang on. Must. Clean that up a bit. And what I want to do, you could do this with a brush, you could do it with your finger, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to kind of bring it in so it almost looks like there's frost on the kind of blowing in, right? Let me see if that's enough. We can hold it up to the light. We could probably add just a little more. I'm going to clean some off of the bottom, and I want to add a bit of a darker coat. I like this, but what if I had another one and I do not know where it went. Is this it? Mm, Stardust? No. Madison's laughing at me. This one's called Icicle. Let's add a little icicle and see what happens. Again, sometimes it's just about playing. I want to create, uh-oh, it is down to like the bottom. I have no more. I've used all my icicle. And I say it's probably Madison. You know who loves stickles in this house? Miss Madison. It's empty. I need a new. Yeah, she loves stickles. All right, we'll use some crystal and then we'll go back to some frosted glaze. We're going to mix them up. Oh, this one's pretty. Crystal. It's like iridescent. And I'm just kind of going around the edge and then bringing it in. And I think that looks really good. My goal is to make it look like the globe has kind of frosted over. When it dries, it will have that really cool, almost angular. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I'm gonna add some more down here. See, stickles is fun to play with. And you can brush it on if you'd like. I just don't mind using my finger because I like the control that I have to just move it around, right? Okay, when that dries, it's gonna look pretty stinking cool. You can already see that it's gonna look pretty neat. I'm gonna feather it out some more. There we go. I like that. No straight lines. Okay, we're gonna set that off to dry. And I'm gonna leave this outside. Remember, I need a replacement. And while that is happening, we're gonna put this away somewhere where I don't stick my fingers into it. We're going to ink these up and we're gonna rough up these bits, and then we're going to also add dimensional foam to anything that we need to create with dimension, if you want dimension, that is. I'll see you guys after this is done. And just like that, we are done. Super quick, easy, beautiful layout. Again, it's ready. I didn't, as you can see, I didn't adhere any of these fully so that I can slide my photo and I can write my sentiments, but we've got lots of great, as you can see, effects, 3D dimension, frosted glitter, and then of course, beautiful layout. I did pop some of them up on dimensionals, just one layer. Didn't want to add too much so that it can go into an album. And I did bring in a couple of these extra flowers that I had. But other than that, everything came from the kit. So how is yours? Is it gorgeous? Is it ready for your memories for 2024? I'm sure it is. I'd love to hear your feedback, so make sure you leave us a comment down below and let us know what you think. Now, in addition to leaving a comment, we are also doing gift card giveaways. So if you leave a comment down below, you just might be the winner of a random gift card. So make sure you give this video a like, leave us a comment, and we would really appreciate a share with your friends. Now, as I mentioned, all of the items that you've seen here on this video are available in our online stores. So please do check them out. We have spectrumartcreations.com, or if you want to make it shorter, just SACsCrafts.com. And also our Etsy store, which also has the same name, Spectrum Art Creations. If you like crafting supplies, well, make sure you join us here, right on this channel, here on YouTube, for our weekly live sales where you get to see the product live, you get to purchase it right on the spot, and enjoy it in a matter of days at the comfort of your doorstep, never having to leave home in order to get the best supplies from all around the world. If you have not already done so, we hope that you will subscribe and that you will ring that bell so that you can be notified of whenever we have new videos. I'm going to leave another video here at the end for you to go ahead and click on and check that out and get some more inspirations. I'll see you there.